Hello, Humberto. What are you doing? You're up late. Oh, I'm sitting on the porch. It's pretty warm in the house. So the porch light is on, but it's behind my head. Hello, Jamie. How you doing?
You scared me.
Scared you?
Yeah, because I didn't hear any noise whatsoever. Absolutely no noise at all come from your end until you spoke.
Oh. How close are you to your brother? That's a fun little, if you got to work, you might as well work close to family, huh?
I I didn't realize it was like already live. I'm like, I don't speak to him.
I messaged her. I didn't hear from her by 11:30.
Oh, yes, that. I kid you not. It did not notify me of the Cool Runnings reference message until you sent the YouTube link.
Oh. Yeah,
I had one text message, and that was Erin letting me know she got home because she's got a really nasty ear infection, and it's just throwing
oh
off her
no. She
thinking.
needs to get some antibiotics.
Yeah, she doesn't exactly have the money just to throw around for her upfront out of pocket copay stuff right now for urgent care and all that. And she asked around if anybody had antibiotics, even like 2 of them or something. She can't find anything. I said, next best option you got besides using not like hot washcloth, uh, for like the steam, just to like a pressure release. I said try some sinus meds, like some Mucinex or something.
Peroxide.
Well, I don't. That wouldn't work if it's on the inside of it.
Yeah, it would.
Would it?
Yeah, you put peroxide in your ear. Allow it to get in there and simmer and clean things up. It'll take a few times, but you can usually get a handle on it. If she can't afford, she needs to do something. The reason I say that is because an ear infection, the infection can go to the blood, and that's too close to the brain. Since I'm in Miami and he lives in Merrimer, like a 25-minute drive. Oh, totally worth it, Humberto.
Or whatever. Wind is worse tonight than it was tonight.
Yeah, it's pretty windy. I don't know what that's about, if it's bringing something in or what.
My 10-day forecast said we weren't supposed to have that. There's like no rain or storm chances until what did I say, Thursday? I think
Yeah.
it's like Thursday and Friday or something like that.
Did you guys see the pictures of my animals? No, you didn't, because I didn't post them. Tori came over, her and Scott got that little air conditioner in the window of the extra bedroom. And that's where me and the animals, well, 2 out of the 3.
Caveman hasn't discovered the wheel yet.
So the one that I call the black bastard, he didn't want nothing to do with being in that room with us, where it was nice and cool. Say hello, people. Like and subscribe. Double tap the screen and you can leave us a like. So, what?
Somebody said 3 animals is way too many. Well, that's your personal opinion, and apparently you can't handle much in life. So
3 animals is way too many. Well, that just goes to show that you're not capable of taking care of animals.
You
I
know what?
raised
I'll
four
just say
children. I raised 4 children, and I would have 15 dogs if I was allowed.
you can with city licensing.
Not
So much
here.
love. Oh yeah, the park now.
What the hell?
I was steaming my screen so I could clean my camera off. There we go.
Did y'all smell that?
I hope so. At least it didn't smell like anchovies.
Well, we need to address the elephant in the room. What odds is at what? Pet hair. I have two, my hubs and my dog. Ah!
Humberto, mom's allergic to all her both the cats and the dog. She's allergic to Milan after yeah, coffee she drinks.
Can anybody understand what this person is typing? It does not registering in my brain. Ex-wife. Did that make sense? I'm assuming they're from another country, maybe, and maybe not very good at English.
I'll wonder that. Like that'll be my question too. For part of me, but like there's a little percentage of me that says that's like, are you having a stroke?
Yeah, from another country.
But I've never even heard of that one.
They've been in the news a lot.
I don't watch the news. I don't go seeking out the news.
So there's a couple of elephants in the room. So let's first address the one, hit it head on, deal with it. You know what I mean? So Tori made a post on Facebook, and it concerned me a little bit. So I thought I would have you guys back me up here. This is not your fault.
Is this a lecture or a pep talk?
Just a pep talk.
You didn't see that.
Do what?
You didn't see me use my foot to shut that door.
You did what?
I said you did not see me shut that door with my foot.
Oh, did you drive Angie's vehicle?
Yeah.
Anyway, I want you. She feels like that. Everything that's gone on is her fault, and that's normal. There's it seems it's kind of number one. It kind of brings a person down when you've got those kinds of things that keep happening. And they've had some pretty big events happening in the last couple of weeks, or 3 weeks. So,
May 31st to the June 17th.
so all I want to say is please know and understand that is not your fault. Um, life always gives you some challenges. You know that.
I'm listening. I'm just trying to make space.
Oh. And it's a matter of how you handle the challenge, I guess is the best way to describe that. I made peanut butter cookies when I woke up today. Yummy, yummy.
Who said that?
Harrison. Hello,
Oh.
Alexa.
I guess I can turn it around now that I can reach.
Well, Humberto, let's see if you can get with it here. She feels like all of the things that have happened would have never happened if it wasn't for her, that it was her fault. First of all, I think all of us can agree that mistakes happen. We all make mistakes. And if we don't make mistakes, then we are a messed up people. So she, you know, Scott has not abandoned her. He hasn't, as far as I know, he hasn't come down on her. He's just doing the best he can to, just manage the situation the best that he can. And you are a robot. Exactly. Yeah. So just understand it's just life, Tori.
I don't know. It's like, what do you think we've done all week?
Yeah, and you'll get it. You'll figure it out.
No, all we've done, like, not for hours on end, but multiple times, different sessions of either going together or taking turns when the urge not really desire, but like it's a necessity to go look. Then we go on our own of driving up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down every single street.
Oh, that's something that we did not. You want to explain to them the latest?
Some of them know about it. I just don't know
I
who.
do.
Yeah, because we went live the day after it happened.
No, they do not know about Mr. Kelly.
Oh, that part. So far, that's turned up not much of anything.
So far, but that doesn't mean that it won't.
I don't know the amount of like like internal excitement. Like his volume level didn't skyrocket, but I quite literally was like, "So you remember the single cab that you borrowed for a couple weeks?" Yada yada. I'm not even gonna deal with the lobby right now. Look at this.
Mm.
I just straightened up the big chairs, but no, no.
What, did you have a party down there or something?
I don't know. It was like that. Erin was in the back office. I don't know if she even noticed that they left the lobby, and she wasn't feeling good anyway. So I didn't expect her to try to lean over and do all that. Okay, let me find a hiding spot. We're good. Okay. Trying to think of how to add that tidbit of info. Well, I guess the latest news as of last night, it was any news on your track or anywhere on your track or yada yada. Answer was always no. Well, night before last, what was that, Thursday night, I think it was? I went and talked to the people across the street. It was Thursday morning when I got home from work. I went and talked to the husband, Herman, and he said that he doesn't. They have the Ring doorbell camera, but he said he don't pay no attention to it. That's her thing, and so she was still in bed or something. Because it was like 7:30 on the dot. And so later that night, I happened to see her. I heard her outside. You hear her first. She's just got that real authoritative voice. It's got some natural power to it. But I heard her outside, so went over there and asked her about it. Told her what was going on. Asked her if her camera got anything because it points across the street, like directly at where the truck was parked. Well, come to find out, I thought it was a Ring doorbell. Well, it is, but it's ADT. And she has no idea what's wrong with it. It's almost like somebody was like tampering with it, just fiddling with it, because the one that they have at the back door, that was weird. There's a car driving across 63rd with no lights on, and all I saw was the dark shadow. The one on the back door, their back door, quit working altogether, and then the front one is messed up, and the video side of it doesn't work, but the audio does. Therefore, there's no camera footage from that, and hearing the truck start doesn't tell you nothing. Doesn't prove that it wasn't us. Hang on. So I was like, well, shoot, that sucks. And ADT wants like $300 just to come out and fix it. She's like, no, I'm good. I ain't gonna worry
I'd
about
shut
it.
that shit off. If it ain't gonna work, why pay for it?
She said that she's got a year left in her contract and she don't want to pay that, get me out of this fee. She said, I'll just finish off the year. And I told her, I said, well, when you get out of that contract, get the Roku system. And I showed her the camera view on my phone. So I talked to her, and that was a bust. Well, I happened to catch the neighbor to, because I talked to Mr. Scott Wednesday in the big White House, or sometime Thursday.
Go ahead and tell your story. I'm gonna run pee.
Okay.
I'm old.
And he has a doorbell camera too, but because they pretty much go off and they send notifications with every single car that goes by. Like every single car goes by, it kicks on. And he said it kept going off and going off and going off and going off, being annoying. So they turned it off. Well, after I told them what happened with the truck, they turned their camera back on. So they didn't have anything for video of it. So I talked to today, earlier this afternoon, I caught the girl that lives on the other side of us. And I asked her, I hadn't met her yet, but I think it's her cousin that lived there in that house right before her. We were pretty decent friends with her. But this girl, I stopped her when she got home and asked her, I was like, you guys got cameras, right? She goes, well, we got that one that's right there. And I forgot how far off it was, but it still points in the direction I was needing. And told her what was going on and why I was asking about it. So she calls the girl that used to live next door to us. I cannot for the life of me. Even if it was life or death, I couldn't tell you what her name is. It was just too much to pronounce. But the girl next door, she called, like the cousin or whoever, called the girl that used to live next door and was like, hey, she's like, how far back do your cameras record? And we call her T or Tia or something. It's like Tia or something like that for short. She's like, oh, I don't know for sure why. And so she started relaying what I was saying to her over the phone, and she pulled it up and was looking at it, looking at the feed from that morning on their camera. And she said that there was a shit ton of commotion for quite a while, but the camera never actually caught the truck driving off. So Scott was saying, he said, I'm starting to wonder if they didn't have a jammer. Because you got one camera that is just broken because ADT sucks, apparently. One of them was just turned off and not in an active recording phase. But
Hang on just a second. Harrison, that is the third time you have said that. I understand you're young, but this is not your first time in my life. I'm done with you scrolling. You do not need to repeat yourself. We read it the first time. Thank you. Go ahead, Tori.
Yeah, so our camera not picking nothing up, and the neighbor's camera picking stuff up, like commotion. I don't know what she meant by commotion because we didn't get into detail about that, but she said a bunch of commotion, but the camera never actually picked up the truck, like actually driving off, like leaving. Sorry, if I stop and stare at vehicles going by, I have a reason. Especially after what I was told today. But we'll get to that. It's like, well, this sucks. Like, she didn't see no lights or nothing from it. And that was about the point. The girl that was on the phone, on the other end of the phone, it was about that point. She goes, "Wait a minute." She goes, "Is that Tori?" I was like, "Yeah, it's our truck that was in the backyard for like a year and a half, parked back there. That's the one that has gone missing." She just kind of repeated herself saying, "Yeah, I didn't actually pick up anything. It just there's some commotion over there, but no lights driving off, nothing." Oh, and the one thing I didn't tell you, this happened after Mr. Kelly. The lady that lives, like Herman lives across the street from us. Mr. Scott's on the left. Herman's across, like directly across. I don't know this girl's name because I just met her today, but she's like the cousin or something to the girl that we are friends with. But on this side, like this side of Herman, is a woman named LaWanda. She's actually like a deputy chief, or like she's higher up for the fire department. And apparently she's running for city council. We just found that out today.
Really?
LaWanda DeShazer.
Okay, that name sounds familiar.
We call her the Chrysler lady because she drives a Chrysler 300. But we saw her at QT after the Mr. Kelly call, and as we backed out of our spot and we were leaving, her and the family were loading up in the car. Scott stopped, rolled the window down. He's like, "Hey, you still got your Ring camera?" She goes, "Yeah," and he did a quick little snippet of, hey, Tuesday morning between basically 1:40 and 2:15, find out if you happen to see a truck drive by, a truck with a blue bed drive by, and all that. Haven't heard from her yet because we didn't see her, but she still got her camera, so we got that as an option to try to hopefully get something. But after I talked to the girl that lives to the east of us, I went back in the garage, grabbed my phone, and sent Mr. Kelly a text. I'm like, "Hey, we haven't talked to him in a while, and he doesn't know about the truck, and he lives off in that kind of sketchy neighborhood, and he doesn't know about the wreck either." So I sent him a text, and I was like, "Is this still Mr. Kelly's number?" I was like, "This is Tori." And he always calls me Scott's wife. Anytime he talks about me to who, it doesn't matter who he's talking to, I'm Scott's wife. So that's what I said. It's like, "This is Tori, Scott's wife." I was like, "We wanted to share some info with you. So just give me a call whenever you're free or stop by whenever. Up to you." Less than like a minute, maybe a minute tops. My phone's ringing. He's calling me. Apparently he was playing on his phone when I texted him. And Mr. Kelly is like 60-ish, somewhere in there, almost mid-60s, I think. I can't remember. It's been an older black guy that lives in our neighborhood, like one of the few that actually like us in the neighborhood, okay? One of 4, now 5, since I met the other neighbor. I was like, "So," he's like, "What's up?" I was like, "So, you remember that truck that you borrowed from us here sometime back when yours was broke and you drove ours for a couple weeks or whatever?" He's like, "Yeah, that one that was all different colors." And he said it sounded damn good, like he was talking. He loves that truck, how it sounded and everything, and literally A to Z about description of the truck. I was like, "Yeah, that one with the big hand peace sign sticker on the window." It's like, "Yeah." And his wife said something in the background, and he was like, it's the one that I borrowed from Scott and his wife when my truck was messed up, and when I was working at the body shop, and blah blah blah. You know, just get her to help her remember. And he's like, yeah, I remember that truck. What about it? I'm like, and he's like, actually, I just saw that thing go flying by my house last week. And he turned on Kansas. I think that's the street he said. Turned on Kansas and stopped in front of the dope house. And then he said something about I'm going to edit the words that came out of his mouth. But he says some tall, scrawny, skinny, scrawny, yeah, got out of the truck. I'm like, wait. It's like, wait. Did he get out of the passenger side or the driver's side? He says he got out of the driver's seat. And I'm like, really? I was like, that was last week? I was like, or was that within the last week? And he said when that truck went flying by my house, I was like, that looks like Scott's old truck. Like it stands out. It sticks out like a sore thumb. And he said he almost called us too, but he didn't. He said they got it out of the driver's seat, and I'm like, I was like, are you sure that wasn't within the last week? He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, it probably was. He's like, wow, what's up? I'm like, well, it's like I know it's hot as shit outside, but if you get a wild hair up your ass or you get bored, go drive around your neighborhood, see if you can find it again. He goes, why? He's like, why? What's going on? I'm like, because it's been missing since Tuesday. And that's less than a mile from the house. And Scott has been saying, because I've just been having random people pop up in my head of, like this one guy that we know, Tyler, he has not made one acknowledgement about that truck being gone. He's not acknowledged it. Like, I know it's just social media, it doesn't matter, but he has not acknowledged the original post about the truck that I made about the truck getting stolen from in front of the house. But he was all over acknowledging the 2 weeks prior when the other one got totaled. He's a big, fluffy white guy. And Scott said when he gets confronted, he turns into a little bitch. He's like, Danny can handle him. And Danny lives on this street, and Tyler lives on this street. So it's not like Danny couldn't go after him if needed. But he's like, yeah, Tyler hasn't made a peep about nothing. It's like, so are we sure that he didn't come snatch it? He's like, Tyler doesn't even know where we live. Okay, well, there you go. There's that one. Unless he followed you home, and that's off the table. He
Not
said,
necessarily. Not necessarily. Scott doesn't remember a damn thing he ever tells people.
What? Tyler's never been to the house. He's purposely kept Tyler from
Doesn't matter. He could have very well given him a general direction, and this guy could have driven there. I mean, it's easy to find.
He doesn't socialize with Tyler if he doesn't have to.
So who's this Tyler dude?
He used to be like a cleanup secretary, like a little minion for Danny. Like she would help Danny with organizing stuff at his half of the storage lot or the mess that used to be in his backyard.
Oh, okay.
Until things started coming up missing. But he couldn't point the finger at Tyler because things weren't adding up to say Tyler was doing it. So he just stopped having Tyler help him. And that's how Scott even met him. But he doesn't interact with him, doesn't socialize with him. And as far as I remember, Tyler's never been to the house. Like he's always gone to Tyler. Scott's not a big fan of Tyler because Tyler's best friend was Scott's school bully.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
So
I'd
yeah,
knock the shit out of him.
that's why he kept distance. But he said if anyone that I knew was, if I thought the truck that it got stolen by somebody that I knew or that knew us, he said I would say it was either Tyler or Lewis. Well, he had already said that, I don't think it was Tyler, and if it was Tyler, then Danny would have figured it out by now.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say if he lives that close to Danny and Danny has any kind of consistent contact, he'd have seen that and been like, what the hell?
Yeah, and
That's Scooter's truck.
yeah, and Lewis, I don't know how the hell he came in the picture because I wasn't there when he first just appeared. He just kind of he didn't poof into thin air. He kind of did the opposite. He just kind of materialized. He I guess from what I don't ask questions. I don't give a shit because he gets on my nerves. He's annoying and he likes to talk over people in casual conversation, which I don't have a fuse for at all. He randomly he rides his bike everywhere. That's his transportation. But when he's driving or riding his bike through the neighborhood, past because he's got a buddy that lives over in Mr. Kelly's neighborhood, and he lives off the 21st in Rock, I think. No, 29th. Apartments that way somewhere from the house. It's like when he goes from that point A to point B, if he sees our garage door open, he puts his bike down by the mailbox, on the ground by the mailbox, and comes up and was like, first few times he asked for a ride, but then he asked for a ride for the rest of the trip home. Then he started showing up, walking up into the garage, and just making small talk until Scott put his shoes on. Just like he expects it to happen. Like he walks up, like, "Oh, I'm gonna get a ride." He's like, I don't know why. He's like, I don't know why Lewis would do it, but he's like, it's the only one that makes sense. The people I know. So he'd already done it Tuesday or Wednesday. He went and checked around the friend's house or whatever, and his apartment complex, and didn't see anything. And we went around there again today because of what Mr. Kelly said. Didn't see anything, but we also couldn't get into the apartment complex because they closed the gates. It's like Eastwater or something. So it kind of sounds like there's a big possibility somebody's driving it around. And if they're driving it around, karma's going to catch up to them really fast because, yeah, the truck's got insurance on it, but they left with that, whoever it was, took that truck with an illegal tag on it.
Whoops.
It's an 88 Chevy and it's got a tag for a 99 Silverado on it.
So how did you get insurance on the damn thing if you got no tag?
You have to have insurance to renew the tag.
So you just hadn't had a chance.
Yeah, we were the last half of this week. If not the last half of this week, it was going to be the first of next week. We were going to renew the tag. We just needed to figure out how much we had in late fees because the tag expired in October.
I see.
So they left with an illegal tag on it that you couldn't hardly read. It was so beat up and old. Because that truck, it's the blue truck tag. It was on that truck the entire time she had that truck. So it was old, beat up, and instead of having blue lettering, it was the aluminum plate itself, like all the coloration, all the printing and stamping on the front was gone, and it was just like aluminum letters. Made it very questionable. And it had a hole in the middle of it from a trailer. The trailer miss. And so they left with an illegal tag on it. transmission is still acting up in it, so you gotta pretty much treat it like it's a stick shift. So that's one reason we've been looking so close, even consider looking close to home, because either whoever took it either knows what they're doing and figured out how to make it shift, because it won't shift on its own until it gets until red lines, unless you treat it kind of like a stick shift, let off, and then put your foot back in, and it'll shift. Basically, let the line pressure, the pressure in the transmission with the transmission fluid, get the pressure up to prepare for the shift, and then let off of it so it will actually follow through with the shift. And then you go back there and you got to do it with each gear. So either whoever took it either knows what they're doing and figured that out really quick at the top end of first gear, or it got ditched fairly close to home because somebody didn't know what to do.
Yeah. Crunch, I don't work there anymore and haven't for a while. I've been at my other job for about 3 months now. I have my evaluation next week.
And I made a with quick failure. I made an attempt at. I got Andrew's drone out today. It's not an expensive one. It was just it's like a kid's drone. I think the camera lens is dirty, so you can't make stuff out very well, but you can see colors easily. Well, I took that out into the front yard and was trying to see how it works and try to use it, because I was gonna put that bitch in the air and go looking for the truck. Well, I think there was way too much wind today, in combination with I don't know what the hell I'm doing, and I have no eye-hand coordination, because I'm not gonna admit how many times I took the drone to the face today. Come up and then it go boom at me. I'm like, no, we're gonna turn this off for today. So yeah, no idea where it's at, but I've got it. At this point, I got it plastered everywhere because I made that little flyer looking.
I saw that. I shared it when I got off work.
Yeah, because we went to the yard, put some gas in my truck, changed the filter on the pump tank, the tank pump, and put gas in my truck. And while Scott was doing that, I opened up Facebook, and because I went through it on Twitter. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. I'm not calling it X. It's weird. It's like I'm talking about a person. I went and posted that thing on Twitter, and then got off Twitter and went back to Facebook. I still had Facebook open, so it went back to where it was, and then refreshed my newsfeed real fast. So I started scrolling, and after about 6 or 7 swipes of the thumb, I carefully went back to the top without refreshing it again, and it shows God. I'm like, hey, whoever has this truck, if they have social media, they're gonna learn what FAFO stands for real quick, because look at this. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Poster, 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 poster.
Good.
Like Maria Harding shared it. And then a couple scrolls down, Caitlin and Grandma. Bub, I think you were in there, but I wasn't paying attention to.
I didn't until later tonight when I got home, because I saw that and I'm like, oh hell, that's easier to, kind of share around. It's got all the information on it, so
Yeah.
I shared it.
And so it's around somewhere. We've got this kind of mutual gut feeling that one of 3 things, 2 things, 3 things, something like that. I think it was 2 things, but one of them was two different things. I was like, I have this like weird feeling, just ever so slight but weird feeling that we're gonna find it, whether it's in pieces or not. Most likely pieces. There was three things. I said, me and him are both waiting for it to show up with nothing but a frame and a cab, with no drivetrain, no doors, no front clip, no bed, nothing, just the frame and the cab bolted to it in the dirt lot across from his work. He's waiting for it to just show up like that, completely stripped, and leave the
Good.
frame. Leave the frame with the thing we have to cut over.
Um,
Or
just so that everybody is aware, there's a lot of politically charged shit going on. Don't ban them. Don't kick them out. There's going to be there's a lot of pissed off people, but there's a lot of relieved people.
yeah, sorry, Earl. It's worse than last night.
Yeah, it's really windy here. I'm surprised you guys aren't complaining about my wind, but I
have not heard one bit of wind out of your end at all.
I've got that thing set up there because the south wind can get a little overwhelming if I don't. So go ahead and let everybody speak what they want to speak. I mean, I want, to do the right thing and allow them to say what.
Let them stay and say what they got to say. Let them speak their opinion. But the minute they start targeting individuals in here, me, Mom, or any of you, any of the wrenches, any of the regular people, bah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not going to, if they want to have a conversation, that's fine. And we can talk about it. Yeah, I don't want to have to deal with politics, but it is the other elephant in the room. A lot of people, I've noticed about 6 or 7 people have already said something. But I kind of let it go because I wanted Tori to have a chance to kind of talk this out. So
let's see if it'll fit. Ooh, before I'll wait till after the fact. I was scrolling because my friend Jessica asked if it was loud, and I went looking for a video of it. Because JJ has driven that truck a few times, but I can't find one. And I stumbled across pictures I didn't know I had. There we go. Okay, you can see it. I made that on Instagram.
On Instagram?
Yep. I was like, cool. Okay.
That's pretty damn good.
So I saved that thing, posted it. I posted it and saved it to my phone, and then just started spreading it everywhere.
Yeah. Well, I shared it, so I'm hoping that my people will share it. If we need to go, I'm off on Monday and Tuesday. I don't know what we got as far as details up there. But if I'm available and we need to go scouting, let me know.
Well, you may possibly have a little bit of a better idea of where the sketchier neighborhoods are tomorrow when I get off work, since I'm more incognito than he isn't in my truck.
The people that have your pickup, I'm gonna guess, are across Hillside.
They're either over there on the west side of Hillside, or Scott said that he hasn't gone that way to look yet, just because he's going to the sketchier neighborhoods from when he was driving the tow truck. He said he did point out both sides of Oliver from 13th to like Central, maybe Douglas.
Yeah. I'm gonna say anywhere from Central on up to 25th is gonna be a good guess. So anyway, I killed Earl. I am a centrist in every sense of the word. I have views that align left and right. Basically, I find a way to piss everyone off. It's kind of my whole brand. Fair enough. I am, and we can all identify ourselves. I think it will be, the conversation does need to be had, but I think it will be nice if everybody kind of gets involved in the conversation a little bit, but we have an idea of where they stand. Um, I am a constitutional conservative, and I live and breathe by the Constitution. I know it by the back of my hand. Um, I kind of have a little bit of libertarian thought that, in a way, those are the laws, and they would basically, um, dictate how somebody could run a country. However, there are laws that needed to be put into place. For example, it doesn't cover things such as if somebody were to, the R word of a child. We have to have laws that specify that, along with a a sentence or a sentence guideline. So that's where I stand. I don't know about anybody else. Um, I used to be completely and totally independent. I have voted Democrat. I have voted Republican. I even voted Ross Perot, which was an independent. If you know me, you know I'm from the state of Kansas, and a president did come from here. That's Eisenhower, and he was an independent. That is pretty much the predominant belief in my state. Um, so all day today, so I'm not up to date as I typically am. I'm very politically active. True, Nate, it's our blood. So the elephant in the room is uh, the United States military did take out 3 underground nuclear sites in Iran. Now, I will be completely and brutally honest and tell you, when the U.S. did that, they attacked Iran. Okay. The mess going on, the conflict going on between Iran and Israel, Israel did not attack Iran. Israel retaliated against Iran. Now, there's such drama and BS and all kinds of young people that have been given a ton of bad information. And so now their thought processes are way off from the normal. And exactly. I do not know how to say this person. Is it Orang? Okay, I'm of the same thought. I believe both parties want us to hate each other. I think in some respect, when we vote today, we're kind of doing the best that we can internally to the you know the better of two evils. We're trying to root out the worst. Is Trump a perfect person? No. I hope that everybody who has a problem with Trump or who does not have a problem with Trump has at least taken the time to sit down and watch the committee hearings in Congress that are currently taking place on the Biden cover up. There's a whole lot of things that and information that's coming out. I think everybody needs to be aware of that, especially those who are playing the I hate Trump card. Definitely be watching um, those congressional hearings. Um do you like Trump? I voted for Trump. Trump is not the best person in the world. He never has been. I've never liked him as a person, but he's very smart business wise. As far as the military stuff, I don't know. I don't know if I'm on this. He's on track with that. Just don't know about that. I'm not convinced. Um, no, he keeps making too much mistakes. Who does? Look like you've been through some shit. Well, I've been through some shit.
I've had a really stressful, messed up week, so.
Uh, he is my what? He's way better than, well, we know how Nate feels, I guess. Trump was in WWE. Yeah, I was it WWE? I don't know that he was in it, but he participated and all that, for the fun of it. But he's big about that kind of shit. Trump. So what mistakes do you think he made, Alexa? Just to kind of get an idea where you're thinking, what you're thinking. What?
I burped, and you didn't hear it.
That.
Oh, ow.
So anyway, I was kind of hoping for a different result. I wanted the end results, what we got, but I was kind of hoping for it to be done in a different way.
They said nasties.
Robbie can go home. Thank you. No, don't delete his message. Delete him.
When you hide them or time them out, it does it automatically. At least for us, it does.
Donald Trump is in competition with former President Barack Hussein Obama for getting a Nobel Prize. Trump knows he won't get a Nobel Prize. Everybody knows that. The Nobel Committee never gives one to people who are on the right side. They're on the left. It's always been that way. I do not get fired up at a pizza. What? Pizza Hut said I was taking money from the till. Ain't no one do that. I don't even know. That's just drama. And don't hate nobody, but I don't hate. Oh, what? Oh, did I miss something that Alexa said? Okay. I don't hate nobody, but I just don't like how he sends military or ICE people to catch criminals. Alexa, please explain to me what you mean to catch criminals. They're law enforcement officers. They're supposed to go and catch criminals. That's their job. Are you
No,
saying
I think you're kind of your brain is misinterpreting how she's wording it. She's saying that she doesn't like how he's sending ICE or ICE. It's not the military. The military was thrown in there for
to protect the federal buildings?
to try to do a better job at peace and order, essentially, for lack of better words, because they were setting everything on fire and breaking everything.
Yeah. I
they're
don't
going.
know what news source you watch, Alexa, but the military was called in because of the violence and the police. There were almost 100 police officers that were beaten and all of that in the first 48 hours. And the police chief and the sheriff, before their higher ups told them they need to change their story. They said they were overwhelmed. That was when Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, should have called in the National Guard, and he didn't. So Trump did. And yes, what Trump did was very constitutional. He can do that. He is the commander in chief of our military. So he actually has all the say.
The other half of what she was saying is she's saying that she doesn't like that he's doing that. Like ICE is going in there to do their job. She said, and she's saying, but why are they mistreating everybody? Like, why are they
She
being the same
said
way to everyone?
he sends military or ICE people to catch criminals, but why are they mistreating everyone they see around badly? I'm not seeing any mistreatment, and I mean the videos are everywhere. I do see mistreatment, but I'm not seeing it on the side of law enforcement. We'll probably have to agree to disagree. And no, I don't hate anybody either, except for people that are Nazis. I don't like Nazis.
Everybody's brain is wired differently,
Yeah.
and so therefore there's no way to avoid interpreting and
Yeah. And
acknowledging something, because
I'm
everybody's gonna just
assuming that Alexa, you're kind of on the side of people of your ethnicity. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with you wanting to support the people of your ethnicity. There's a lot of people of your ethnicity or Hispanic of any kind that are in this country, and they worked very hard to get here. And those are the ones that belong here.
What's
Um,
that? I'm way behind on these comments still. What flag is that? I don't know
Me
which one that is.
too. Robbie got bent.
No, get bent. It's like get effed, basically. It's a nice way to say it.
Is that a Russian flag?
It says the
10 years
Republic.
from now,
I'm
U.S. will
assuming
have
it's like
to.
the Republic of the Congo or something. That's what it looks like. Republic
Oh, the
of.
Congo, whatever. The Congo is a big damn joke. They're good people, but they're not big enough to take out a flea. Might be bothered by. Yeah, I kind of figured that. My nephew lives right there in Los Angeles, and I don't mean to be disrespectful, but you are not spreading correct information. That is part of my problem, Kelly. That's part of my problem right there. I watched those videos. I saw those cars burning. I saw those cop cars burning. I saw those people on the bridges. I saw those people on the highway. The people on the bridges were dropping great big rocks into cars of innocent people. I saw that on the video with my eyes. I saw that. And I'm not spreading misinformation. Part of the problem that I have with your side is you guys want to gaslight me and try to convince me that I'm not seeing what I'm seeing. That is something that is extremely narcissistic. That is a mental health condition. I learned about that in college. And I don't like people accusing me of not seeing what I actually saw. I saw that stuff. I saw police
Hold
officers
on. Let me
that
pause
were
you real quick
punched.
let me pause you real quick so I can say something. And at this point, I don't give two shits if she's gone already. But hi, Mighty Kelly there. You got yourself worked up over absolutely nothing when we were like 10 minutes behind the conversation you had with yourself there at that point. So I'm going to say there is absolutely no reason for you to announce your departure. If you want to go, there's the metaphorical door.
No, this is
It's
not one sided. I gave Alexa a chance to speak her mind, and then I responded.
Like,
That's not one-sided. That's two sides.
that was a two-sided adult conversation. I don't know if you've ever had one of those. And throwing this
Probably
whole
not.
this whole I used to work with ICE thing, you're shoving your truth down our throat at that point. That's
It's
what's going to
China.
get you out the door.
It's Russia. It's Iran. Thank you. Well, Iran just lost. They'll retaliate because they have to save face. They cannot be shamed. We get that. That's why Trump said what he said. What I had hoped that he would do was give the bunker busters over to Israel. That's what I hoped he would do. Let Israel continue to do their thing, stay out of it, other than providing what we've always provided, and that is.
Okay, I've caught up on comments, Earl. I love you. You're cool. You're awesome. I don't know what the whole little toddler tantrum was there with whoever before that, but I come to work. I work a third shift job for peace and quiet, away from all the toddler tantrums at my house. Y'all are adults or close to it. Take your toddler tantrum somewhere else. And I'm gonna say it one time, guys. Also, on a side note, I'm gonna say it one time. I forget how he said it's pronounced.
It's okay, Alexa. You're good. You're good.
Iran,
You did not bother me.
Orangi, whatever. Oh, I feel bad. I'm gonna call you Orange, okay? Or Strat. I'm something. English. Obviously, it's already been established. English is not his first language. Therefore, it is not going to make much sense. But he's trying to be part of the conversation. So if anybody is going to start or continue like, coming at him first, like I know him and Nate are back and forth, whatever. That's that. Nate knows when to stop. Nate knows better. Nate knows what happens if you don't stop when he needs
Uh,
to. But let him be part of the conversation, even if he doesn't speak English as a first language. That's
okay,
what I'm
well,
going to say
can I
on that.
respond to him?
What?
You're talking about this orang?
Yeah, like
Okay,
just
that's the
a
one I
side note.
wanted to respond to,
That was just a
because
side note. If people don't, I don't want
your
people attacking him for not speaking English as a first
your
language.
family will not be apart or discriminate again. My family doesn't discriminate. I never taught my kids that, and I don't think my kids teach my grandkids that, because my grandkids have friends of all shades of wheat. I think it's just an easy way for somebody to deflect from their own issue.
Jamie, Nate is cheese. That's all I thought. I thought about cheese because she said Nate's a beautiful shade of American.
Yeah,
He's a
Iran
quality slice
got,
of cheese.
well, they, I tell you, it was a targeted strike, attack. That's what it was. I mean, Trump attacked Iran, and I don't, it needed to be done. I just think it could have been done differently. Israel was already in the thick of it. Let them deal with it. You know what I mean? We give them weapons all the time. Just give them the weapons and let them handle it, rather than we get involved in that crap. But that's just my thought. Now, as far as let me do say this: targeted strikes does not mean war. There would be no war with Iran. The reason why is because Iran is they're used up. Israel has weakened them. Um, their leader has to hide in a bunker. I do not believe the United States or Israel or anybody should be pulling up political regime changes. I think that is something the people need to do. The people do have a natural leader. Raza is exiled, but he's the rightful leader of that country. And in 1978, when all of that Iran Contra crap and all that, everything went down. You know, these, what they call the revolution, which wasn't, it was for lack of better words, it was a coup, and they took over and nobody's been able to topple them. What they've done, what this regime has done to the very people of Iran, is disgusting, very sad, very horrible. Women, if you look at my hair, do you think a hijab would be able to keep my hair in control? There's no way. And those women are shot in the eye if one strand of hair is out. And that's not a joke. There are many, many documentaries out there. If you are not familiar with the Iranian madness going on with that regime, you need to educate yourself. That's all I can ask. Until then, it's always going to be a crazy conversation.
It's just life looped. Okay, are you whiny? Are you starting a little wine fest because we were trying to pay attention to everybody and we were backlogged on comments? Because if you're gonna sit there and after I tell people not to come at you sideways because English is not your first language, if you're gonna come at me sideways, I'll put you out the door.
I have a feeling this is the same individual from the other night who, no matter what you do or say, and I do have a feeling they are from America, claiming to be from another one. You cannot have an honest conversation with
Dude,
anybody
do you have my truck?
or an honest anything when you began all of this with deceit. And Arang, you're about to find yourself out the door if you're going to continue to be an asshole. If you want to have a conversation, let's have a conversation. I'm all for that.
It's called a civil debate, dude. Like, try it out once, at least once.
Answer my question. Do you want to have a decent conversation, healthy debate, or do you want to be a dick? It's up to you.
Nate.
Hello, John. Are you going to answer my question? Last chance.
It's a yes or no question. Wrenches, I want you to be on standby. If he says anything besides yes or no, bye.
Okay, so then you said yes. Well, you didn't say yes after I asked that question, so
No,
thank
you
you
didn't.
for at least answering it. Now, let's have that discussion. I don't know which comment you want to address first that you made, but go ahead and address the comment you want to address first. Well, we're not on a live loop. I am right here live, and I am a grown up. And as far as I can tell, you are too, but you're not acting like it. I wish you would, because I would love to talk about it. And
I got into
have it
all
be
of that.
fair.
Now I don't know why I sprayed this rag. Whatever. Continue. Sorry, I got sidetracked trying to do two things.
Bibi has been saying for over 20 years that Iran has nuclear capabilities. this is the first time I believe him. And I think what it is in different capacities. I killed Earl. I think what it is in different capacities. I was kind of getting a little fed up with that too. Here was my thought. I'm like, our intelligence and their intelligence kept saying they're within weeks and months. Well, that's
We're not
the
being mean
same.
to you.
That is the same shit that the climate change crap has been. I was 8 years old, and the climate change people scared the living hell out of me as a kid. I was watching the news with my parents at the time, and on the news, they said our world, our Earth, they literally said it, and guess what channel my family watched and still watches today? That anywhere from 10 to 12 years from that point, the Earth was going to blow up because of, what was it back then? It's not climate change. It was global warming. So I think of it as the same. And I just find it ridiculous. But when I started doing a little bit of research,
I think hold on, pause for a second. Steve, is that, I can't remember, is he one that comes in here frequently?
I don't know, Steve.
It says, because Steve said another AI video, and I know you've been having that issue with your videos,
Hang on
but
just a
I don't know
second.
if that's an insult.
A rang. I told you to type in and post the question or the subject you wanted to talk about. You have not done that. You are still acting like a 5-year-old throwing a temper tantrum. Now, and this is your last chance. I'm done screwing around with you. I did not take that shit from my children. I will not take it from you. You have 30 seconds to type out the subject you want to talk about first. In 30 seconds, your ass is out of here if you don't. Either put up or shut up.
I'm at the point, if he throws in one more emoji, is it pops up one with one more emoji, he can go.
I'm getting tired of that childish shit. That's what the hell I have a problem with the other side. We don't want to have a conversation.
Doorknob, your name is pure one worded definition for your personality, because that was dumb. All of that in general revolving around that's dumb. You guys are stupid for doing that, and continue.
I'm kind of giving everybody an opportunity to talk about.
Girls like, ew, weird people. You can't sit with us.
Okay, I wonder how much crack had been smoked by both of them combined. Okay, Teddy needs removed, and Orange or whatever the hell his name is needs to be removed. We're going to clean it up. If you want to have an honest conversation, where you get to speak your part or your thoughts, and I speak my thoughts, then let's have that conversation. If not, we're moving on. I think that's the same guy from the other night. So watch out for the fake accounts.
Yeah,
this is my channel. I allowed the conversation because I know a lot of people are upset. I know a lot of people are concerned, and I know there's a lot of people that are celebrating. So I wanted everybody to have their chance to say what they needed to say. If we want to talk about it, we can. If we don't want to talk about it or there's no response, then we don't need to.
What's this live about? Well, technically, we usually get on here and just kill time by coloring, but tonight has gone a little bit sideways. Not left field. We just kind of like tripped over a crack in the sidewalk, and we're letting you guys get your little bit of political frustration out civilly. Come
Oh,
at
wow,
any of
that's
us.
crazy and
Come at
scary.
either of us sideways, or you come at any of our chill adults, like the adults in here, or any of the wrenches. You come at any of them sideways, you are out the door. And that's not us saying it. That's them doing it.
Yeah, I just think that everybody's supposed to be an adult here, so let's have an adult conversation.
Now,
Are so confused, but you have to be able to have a constructive conversation and to learn. Yeah. No matter what the conversation, you have to always have an open mind. When I listen to what they say, some of them have genuine concerns. They just don't know how to voice them.
Rexy, that's my dad.
Yep, I'm the dad. Yeah, that's creepy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I believe it's the same guy from the other night, and he kept coming in here under a different name and made threats to Nate and all of that because we wouldn't put up with his crap then. But one thing you have to understand, people, is if you're going to have a political discussion, you have to be willing to state your grievance or whatever, or your thought or your opinion, but you have to be willing to listen to the other side. And that is what an adult should do. And if you cannot be an adult, then you don't need to be in here. Kind of like John Froome here. He doesn't need to be in here.
Jelly.
I spent a lot of money on new pads today. Buff and Shine Edge Guard. I really like these new pads. They're not DIY detail?
John, you were the squirrel that the third grader snuck into the school in the backpack. Like, that was totally left field, just like random as hell. Nothing
Can we
against it. That
color?
was
I need
random.
wholesome in my life. Y'all are my dose of civility. My best friend is the polar opposite of me. I invite two different views. I love that. I love that you do that. And that's what an adult would do. Is just allow other to bring in their thought.
Having an adult conversation / a civil debate, quite literally, if anybody paid attention in school, it gives every participant the ability, the option, and the quote unquote materials needed to learn new information.
Yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of people send out information wrong, and I hate it. Away from DIY a little bit. Oh my gosh. Hello, Anthony. Um,
Does DIY Detail have do they dabble in stocks? Because I think John needs them, because that's about the only thing he doesn't have of theirs.
well, he just bought all these pads that are not DIY detailed today, and I'm like, what? What the hell happened? Are you okay, John? Have you taken your temperature lately? Just curious.
Like, I know I've got a lot of bad luck and shit happening to me, but like, what happened to you? I think we need to be a little more concerned about you.
Who?
Are you, John? Are you tasting colors? Straying away from DIY Detail. That's the.
I know he's sick. He's got a fever or something.
I don't know why I just did that. Oops.
Daily dose Anime, how's it going? All not too bad. How about you?
PT.
We're just hanging out.
Oh,
I got my dry cough back again every freaking night. Chilling. Chillaxing. I took some sinus medicine from work in our medicine cabinet. It's the one that the professionals come and restock every week. They even have cough drops and stuff, and I'm like, man, that's freaking cool. Fuzzy bumblebees? What's that mean?
Oh, excuse me.
Oh my God. Okay, so Miko needs to be removed. We're not going to do that. 101.2. Damn. She's literally a buxom, blonde, ditzy, Christian, Republican, badass, and I'll protect her at all costs. I'm skinny, brunette, genius, atheist, centrist, literally opposed in every way. Fair enough. But I think it all comes back down to what I was saying last night. Was it last night? That it all comes down to how you treat somebody. Was it last night or was it Wednesday night? Hello, Rasvita.
I think you're
I
right
don't know
that
how to
first
say
time.
that. I hope I'm saying that right. My apologies. So anyway, that's the way I look at it. I don't give a shit what you think, what you do politically. You know what I mean? If you treat me respectfully, you're going to get that right back. If you don't treat me respectfully, kind of like that dipshit a little bit ago, I'm going to give it right back. You know what I mean?
You know what? You stay on the straight and narrow with me. I'll stay on the straight and narrow with you. But the instant you come at me sideways, it's on. That's the more ghetto way to say it.
A massive heat wave for the next couple days should be interesting. We've been dealing with it here.
I don't know if you saw that on Max's stream last night. 119-mile-an-hour winds coming out of that storm.
Yeah. For me, when no one else was, and I love her dearly, I get to go see her next week too. I'm super excited. There you go. That sounds like fun. Let me go get my cough drops.
I'm missing something.
Let me go get my cough drops.
Oh. Let's have a decent night. Why? See, I keep saying this shit keeps happening to me. I am just trying to stock little tea packets. I picked this box up. That happens. Like, why? Why you gotta do me like that? Nope, Nate didn't miss you at all. Just kidding. Honestly, didn't even know you went anywhere. To be truthful, didn't realize you left. No. Yeah. Now, see, if you just got back, then I'm blaming this tea thing on you. Ugh. I just learned today that my 15-year-old officially has an online friend. Like he met this kid online. I heard them talking back and forth while they were playing their games today. And it's a kid about the same age as him. I didn't I didn't pick up on any of the actual words that were being said during the conversation. All I know is that online friend is like right off the bat, 100% mom approved because I was messing with Memphis earlier today, and I got like this close to Memphis just because I was gonna whisper, and I got real close to him, and I was like, "Tell me why," like 15 feet away from the computer, and it freaked me out because behind me I heard a slightly muffled follow up of the next line in that song, and I turn around and there's none of the kids were there. I'm like, "Who the hell was that?" And it was JJ's online friend. Followed up with that. I'm like, that was cool. Like, I don't know how you heard that, but I officially approve of you.
Um,
There we go.
no, not me. I'm always to blame.
There we go.
Yes, which is the parietal eye. In many
Here you go. I'm back on the age for some of you.
That's weird.
Apparently, we have a TV guide. It's the scrolly one from Dish Network.
That's new.
We still have Cox though. Make it make sense.
I can't.
Hi.
But I will tell you, Dish Network will go out during bad weather.
Not my problem. I don't pay attention to it anyway. I don't know what I'm working with right now, but I have like 47 channels or something like that. I don't know what channel was that. 41. The TV guide is 41, so I've got 40 channels.
Look, Gigi and Nate is on, Tori.
Huh?
I don't know. I have not watched TV with the exception of having the weather, the radar channel on during bad weather. But I haven't watched my TV in years. I have not had cable connected in my house since
Give me my drink back. Ooh. Oh, that's not what it is.
2012. On the TV screen, it said Gigi and Nate.
Did it really? Did you happen to catch the channel?
Well, Nate said it, and so did Alexa.
Did either of you happen to catch what channel it was? Because I absolutely was not paying attention to what it was saying at all. I saw 22 Jump Street and that was it.
Oh, not a lot happening. How's everybody doing? If you are new here, say hello. Um, double tap the screen and leave a like. I would love to have that. You saw my show? I'm trying to think when I streamed last.
I could at least play some like elevator music on the background of this.
Yeah, they could have at least. So usually that's what's the other one does.
Ooh, Expedition Unknown.
It's so warm in the house.
Ooh. Nope, can't put it on because I haven't seen it yet. I'm not gonna ruin it for myself.
And we don't need to be scrolling.
That dude had some like Rumpelstiltskin hairstyle going on. Okay, I was wrong. That's the back of the chair. I feel like this is sad. There we go.
I was
Watch
drunk
that.
for 15 years, had a no to know, amongst problem for a decade. I'm mostly clean now. Best if you just never start in the first place. I agree. We got you. We knew what you meant.
Nope.
Oh yeah, we got you. We got you. Hell, we're all part of social media. Nowadays, when you have social media, you need to kind of put together what the sentence meant, because even if you typed it the way that you meant it, autocorrect is going to get itself involved in there. Mother duckers.
Oh, y'all holding out on me.
Minus fat fingers. A watermelon man margarita. Very, very tasty, but quickly made me sick. Ah!
That's like the worst thing when it's really tasty, tastes good, and then like a ninja comes in as a regret.
Yes, happy late birthday. I hope you had a good time, though. Until you got sick.
You know what?
What?
I absolutely have zero desire to sit there and look for that right now. So I'm gonna get a sticky note and make myself a note and do it later.
What?
Oh, to find see if we have a toner cartridge, a new one sitting around, like in a cabinet or something, to replace the one in the that thing, whatever it's called.
Oh, I am actually still sick. I'm not feeling the best at all. My problem is the cough. It's consistent. I am on an antibiotic. I don't have the fever anymore. I did take some sinus medicine today, so now finally, and it was a different kind. It was in our medicine cabinet at work, and I'm actually loving it. I'm draining here, but it's making me sneeze, and it's draining into my throat. So now I'm like, that might have been a mistake, but it did open me up.
Ugh. Oh, so I'm pretty sure I thoroughly thought this through, but did not actually do it. So yeah, that whole internet thing, the outage
That whole
thing,
what?
the whole outage thing, the internet thing I was having issues with on the computer.
Yeah.
I didn't get to do audit. It did not come back online for me to be able to do audit till 4:50.
Oh, wow. Yeah, my voice has gotten better. Of course, like I said, I've gone to work all week so far. I almost left work last night, and I would have gone to bed instead of gone live. Tori would have just had to go live, but I was able to kind of fight through it. And when I got off work, I was able to just sit and relax. And I was looking at the phone. And when Christian came out, he came over and started talking to me and said, "I thought you'd be gone." I'm like, "No, I'm just trying to relax because they just don't feel good. No more AI voice on your videos." I caught another one today. Oh, John said I did. John said I had the AI voice was back. I got my tattoo, Grandma. It turned out perfect. Awesome. Now tell me, remind me which one you got. Oh my. What are you doing?
Let's make myself some notes.
Oh. What's on your arm that you're picking?
Band-Aid.
Oh.
I went to fix my shirt sleeve earlier, and I caught the side of the Band-Aid with my pinky and ripped it halfway off. Well, I was trying to just leave it be. And just a second ago, like a minute ago, when I started hollering about, "Oh, y'all are holding out on me," it's because I found Band-Aids. I found my favorite Band-Aids. Ooh.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not skinny at all. I was blessed as a young person to be skinny. But that's it. I'm just a fat old bag now. See, I told you, Jamie. John, I think he left the comment. I kind of saw it, but I didn't get to. respond. I'll have to go take care of all that and respond to all the comments. But I think he said that the AI voice was back.
There we go.
Yeah, it's got the AI voice from what John said. Oh, it's green.
It's like the safety vest yellow, green.
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah.
It starts off as like a neon green, and the longer you stare at it, the yellower it gets.
Yeah, you have to change your language because apparently we're not supposed to be English United States anymore. It's supposed to be Spanish. I did change it. When Chris Pence found it, I changed it that morning. Then I made a video being a bitch. Yes. If you change it right in the middle of I told you on my video where I was bitching, lightly tap the screen until all the icons light up. Tap on the gear head. Go to audio track. Change the language to Spanish with United States in parentheses. If you don't want the AI voice, yes, you have to change it. No, I changed it on the default settings. I don't make pasta. I don't eat pasta.
Pasta. I had to. I'm sorry. So,
My voice, my videos are not made with AI. The only one that has been was one video where I was screwing around with it, but I still narrated that video. And then that video from Friday, I changed it to AI voice
do you
because I
speak
wanted to
full
put the Looney
sentences?
Tunes. What?
Oh, the comments. Somebody said, do you read? Do you speak full sentence?"
Oh, I don't see that. My dad is 6'4", and I have a pair of his vintage Levi red tab cut off jeans that fit me. That's crazy.
Did I ever tell you about the time that Scott accidentally put my pants on?
Yeah, I think you did. I think I vaguely remember that.
And then he proceeded to start hopping around. Like, why are they so springy? Because some of us don't have chicken legs.
So I'm one of those assholes who is just naturally skinny. That's funny. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. I know the skinny people, I'll give them crap about being naturally skinny. But in the end, they can't do nothing about it. Erectile dysfunction? What does that mean?
What?
Or is that Ehlers-Danlos syndrome?
I think it's that second one you're talking about. Ehlers-Danlos or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome.
Every time I hear a video or something pronounce it, as I'm seeing the words, I feel like they're pronouncing it with extra letter.
Danlos. Okay.
Hold on. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't even know how many supposed to be there.
What?
3, maybe? The pillows on the...
Oh,
Try to straighten them out. Here. Y'all stay over there.
I'd say 3 and 3.
I think so. That's what I'm getting. I have to move every single piece of furniture. This is dumb.
Ah, ha, 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 ha. That's funny.
What? What's funny?
John's comment.
I don't find it funny because that's what I've been doing. That's my schedule. So, all I had.
That's what you were hired for.
Yep. If you want to get real technical, I was hired to replace you.
Yep. Oh, that's no kidding, Humberto. In between ballet and dentistry, I've destroyed my joints. They sprain and dislocate easily, but it makes my blood vessels not as squeezy.
Holy cow. You see the shadow of the bush?
No.
It's flopping hard.
How weird. I still can't figure out why they've got that crap laying on the ground.
I don't know. They're all like that. It's kind of weird.
What
But-
kind of an idiot would do that?
But
you're talking putting a 2 or 3 inch hem in the damn things. How flippin' hard is it?
I don't know. You might like this concept. Because the other ones didn't do it. You can actually move these ones.
Yeah, them other ones were too heavy.
They were screwed in place. I want to fix it, but it's just going to upset me. So. Oh my god, I thought it was a bug. I'm such an idiot.
I'm gonna try and go in here. If I start to suffocate, I'm gonna go in the extra bedroom.
Okay.
It's just been too hot. We need the temperatures to come down. I'm old. Oh my God. 80 degrees. Hello, random guy.
Good Lord. Right.
Come on, Bella. Let's go in. Well, it's better than it was. When I got home, it was really bad.
Oh, it hurt. It's still windy and it sucks.
Well, the YouTube money for this month is pending.
Boom.
Got the notification on that on the. Why am I echoing?
I don't know. I didn't know you were.
Yeah, I'm echoing.
Hang on.
Is it my fault? Do I need to go out?
I don't know. Let's find out. Hang on.
That's enough.
Is
You
it
weren't
fixed?
doing that crap outside. So that's enough. You're fine.
Is it fixed?
I don't know. Is it fixed?
Do you
Yep,
have it
I
at
guess so. Oh my God, Anthony. The other day I put
What? Is there an echo now? Yep, it's you this time. Whoa. I'm not sure what's going on over there.
oh, one of the lights have been left on.
Well, the whole time I was out here last time, the Ferris wheel was all lit up. But the Ferris wheel's not there anymore.
Oh, are they taking everything down?
I'm gonna assume so.
I
I don't
imagine
see movement.
that's what they were doing. That's why it's lit up and all that.
Like, but you can see it changing colors, but it's like stroby. No, that's too close. Hold on. It's like, like that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know, Anthony. I don't know what the hell. John is so trigger happy. I can't figure it out. He does it to people that are friendlies. He doesn't give two shits. He just does it.
John.
I can't figure it out. Anthony said he had something on his hands and he wiped his eyes. And then he said FK, which I would have done the same thing. And I was getting ready to tell him what I did when John deleted his message.
Was it John?
And I'm like, oh my God. Don't do that to friendlies. inventory of what?
Oh, Nate, I told you guys from the get go. That's what I spent a lot of my majority of my high school years dealing with is being bullied and people saying that even after I got out of high school, like I got to the point of saying, "Well, tell me more because you're telling me things about me I didn't know." Because everybody, not everybody literally, but quote unquote everybody, the bullying has been because the comment that he was referring to is a person on the rise recovering from a meth addiction is what they said. That's what a lot of the bullying that I've endured has been is I'm on drugs. And it has nothing to do with my teeth either. Got a booger stuck.
Are you fucking serious? You are so gross.
What?
I'm an ex-addict of the group. Come at me, bro.
I think that's that. Oh, I saw it moving. I saw it in the daylight. I think it's the circle, and you like have the bars over your shoulder. You like set the circle, and it like rotates around as it does the swingy thing. I think is what that is. I don't know. I don't remember. That was long hours ago. Excuse me. I don't feel bad and I'm not sorry. You guys keep talking about turning the air on because you can't handle the temps anymore. Mister, I don't like creature comforts. Spent the entire day with the AC on in the truck.
Can one of you and sing for me, please? Well, why don't you hit that little money sign button in the bottom corner
Grayson's been
and
here before.
you can send me $100.
Grayson's been here before.
Who?
Grayson Mac?
I can't hear you.
Grayson Mac, the one that said something about one of us singing?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
What's singing?
What button?
Baron's back? Huh?
Baron is back?
Oh. See? Baron doesn't have a pink F anymore.
I'm screwing around with John right now.
See, Debbie did the same. Carolina did the same thing last night. She popped in here with a profile picture. Well, I'm one of those that I've got a slight case of the ADHD and the tism. I recognize who's who based off of their profile picture. Like Humberto's is the great big one, and the red and white stripes. That's all I see, and I know that's Humberto. Nate's just looks like the laziest art project. You got white, green, green. Here you go, teacher. Like that's what I see for Nate's. Farron has always had a pink circle with an F in the middle of it. Carolina had the red circle with a C, and then they changed their pictures, and now it's like, you're who? Forehead. And then Earl's picture just looks like a girl going, doing this.
Hello, MMA.
Looks like she's going like, I can't see it. Looks like you're holding a plate bent over with your ass towards the camera. That's what that picture looks like. It's so small. I'm going back in, Earl. I'm sorry. There's nowhere to
Well,
hide.
MMA, I already said hello to you. This is the second time. Do it again. I'll say goodbye.
But now that you say it's a corset, I can see that. Uh-oh, I gotta get up now.
I don't know.
Guys.
I've stuck around with him. So every time he commented, I removed it.
John! Jonathan! Johnny boy. Oh, y'all can see me struggle.
I can't believe you're sitting in those rocks.
Trying to have a cigarette, and I can't talk anywhere in the wind. I haven't seen any spiders in the rocks, actually.
Take that, bitch, out of here. Hello, Rada.
Are you really?
Let's see here. Huh? He didn't ban anybody. He just timed them out. That's all you guys have the opportunity to do. Me and Humberto have the, and Tori all have the option to remove them from the channel.
Oh, I do now. I didn't have that before.
Yes, you did.
No, I've got message. I got report the message or remove the message, and then the author, like the person themselves, channel activity, put user in timeout, and hide. That's all I have.
Scroll up.
It doesn't do anything.
Can you comment in here?
Huh? Can I make a comment? No.
No.
It's not a Suburban, John. It's a Tahoe. It's missing
Yeah,
about
it's a
6
Tahoe.
inches. It's missing 6 inches of cargo space. Or like a foot or something. It's right there. They're actually kind of ugly, not gonna lie.
Because they're stubby.
Yeah, like that. I tried to get her, talk her into a Suburban. She wouldn't do it. Like, man, they look dumb. And those rims just they look.
Tahoes are like those Ford Broncos.
Kinda. Do I have a picture of it? I think I do. I think I don't. Shit, I don't.
Yeah, he's here. He just spoke. He said, "Get him out of here, Grandma," or something like that.
Oh, anyway, so what I was brought up earlier, I didn't know I had these pictures still. Oh, you can't see that one. This one.
What's that?
That is the tan Suburban from when Scott T-boned that semi.
Oh my!
The one that turned in front of him. Turned right
Oh
from the
yeah.
left lane with no blinker. I didn't realize I had those pictures still. And I saved some other pictures. You'll get a kick out of this.
So hard because the control panel is on the side, so it cuts about 1/3 of you off.
Okay, well, I'll fix that. Hold on. Be right back. Nope, don't do that. Wrong button. Is there an echo?
No,
Okay. Let's see if I
I
fixed
never
it.
heard an echo.
Oh, it's because I went out and I came back. I was double checking. Here it is. Oh, it's still in the way.
Seriously overpriced. I see him there. I just can't see everything. Look at that face. He was like so scared of the world.
He was so tiny. You know, John, in the last 10 years, I have seen Suburbans take hits like you.
What?
Huh? That could have been an accident.
I walked away because I'm doing everything I can not to take away those wrenches. One more. When you click on a profile picture, make sure the person you want to throw out is that person. If you throw out one more friendly, you will lose your wrench. Everybody will lose it, except for the two originals, and that is Humberto and Tori. But that's going to stop. It's going to stop. You have a privilege, and needs to stop being abused, accidentally or not. Getting rich, trigger happy up here. Tori, what are you saying about Suburbans taking a hit?
Oh,
Hello, Ben. How you doing, Vern?
my personal experience with Suburbans started when me and Scott got together. So pretty much for the last 10 years, I have struggled to like truly believe that the kind of hits that a Suburban can take, and just need a couple of things bolted on and go, and be good to go. Like it's insane. Like you wouldn't think a Suburban could take a hit like that, and they do.
Like what?
What was it? Two of them, I think. That the tan Suburban was in two accidents in 2 months. The first one was that guy when we were redoing your bathroom floor, and then like maybe 2 weeks, maybe three, like 2 or 3 weeks, somewhere in there, after we got that put back together, is when that semi made a right hand turn from the left lane with no blinker right in front of him, and he slammed into the tank,
Dang.
into the passenger tank. Like that driver's company was like straight, like right from the get go, was like that was his fault. You didn't do nothing wrong. He did this and this and this and this. So don't worry about what happens to him now. Like Scott, once they found out that guy didn't use his blinker and he turned in front of him like that, dog legging it or not signaling is what caused that accident, and could have very well ignited that tank and ended them both.
Yeah.
But the company took blame for that one from the get go. So, but that was the end of that one. That Suburban.
They're good people with happy trigger fingers. From Jupiter. Sound like Humberto. Humberto's just visiting the planet.
Excuse me.
Because they fold up. They use Suburbans?
They used to, like, like in movies you'll see, in like some of the like older movies you'll see the Secret Service, the CIA, they come rolling in like a convoy of Suburbans, or like Tahoes, just the blacked out SUVs.
Yeah.
In older movies they not old
That's
movies, but
awesome.
older movies they used the 90s body style Suburbans.
Humberto has 2 wives.
I don't know, Vern. That's why I started it last night and haven't done anything except for a green ring on his neck. Half of that was because I was battling with myself internally, trying to remember what kind of duck this is.
Wasn't it Humberto that said you can barely deal with one, let alone 2? Who the hell were you talking to about that, Humberto? Who was that?
Yeah, yeah. And all I got was
Is that supposed to be like a Canadian goose?
No, it's like my brain is battling with itself, like left
A
side, right side
mallard?
is battling of is it a mallard or is it like a ring? Is it like a ring neck something or a ring something? Like it
Make it
causes
what it's a coloring page. Make it whatever you want it to be.
well. Brain asked what color I was coloring it, and that's where this conversation started.
Oh. So I guess it could be a Canadian goose or it could be a mallard or what'd you say the other one was?
Like it's like a ring neck or ringed or something. Like I can see the word written on paper in my brain, but I can't tell you what the word says.
Hi Nikki, how you doing?
Ow, my hip popped.
You want me to go pull up a pic of a duck and come back and tell you the proper colors?
Because that ring there makes me think it's a mallard, but
Color the head green turquoise. Yeah, she's probably upset, but that's because twice tonight friendlies have been was kicked out and one's message was deleted, and I've already explained this, and I'm at the end. And yeah, I am unbiased. I don't care who you are. Yellow, orangish beak. It's a mallard. It would be the one
that
that's
looks
up higher.
blue, like blue, but it's literally
Yeah,
side by side with each other in the case.
I would say do the one that's higher. Yeah. Hello, Wellington. Sexy T-Rexy. On Google. I pulled a muscle from all this coughing in my chest, and it just hurts when I cough.
Right there in the middle.
Kind of off on the side here. Just
Yeah,
hurts like
I felt
hell.
like that for 2 weeks. It sucked. By the way, my bruise is almost gone.
That's good.
I forgot about it till day before yesterday when Scott said something about it. He goes, "Oh, hey, wait a minute. By the way," and then proceeds to like lets himself in the door. You know, he just welcomes himself in to check for me, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" And he goes, "Hey, your bruise looks pretty good. It's almost gone. Like it lined up a lot." And I'm like, "Oh, I did have a bruise, didn't I?"
Yeah, I have 4. I have 4 tattoos. Let's shift directions. Maybe this nasty stuff will work.
Stick your tongue out and do that. I can't use that stuff because because you're supposed to hold your tongue out and spray it towards the back so it actually gets down there. But me, as soon as I do it, it's a my body forces it right back out. It's like, no.
I think I might have to get a rescue inhaler. The only thing I know. No, they have their. I didn't take anybody's wrench away, but one more friendly gets kicked out of here, and that or they're all gone. You're that child who hides behind mama running your mouth. Ah! Oh! Now my lip is numb. That
Hey,
stuff made my lip numb.
hey, why don't you like pull your lip up like this and like spray it there? See how that works for you. Let me
Oh
know how
no.
it feels.
Hello, Alec.
Hello.
But I just got to get that stuff broke up. And I don't know how to get it broke up.
How are you doing? Good. This is going, but that same meaning.
Okay, no, I'm not doing good. What's wrong?
I need to scroll back and see because I did not retain information.
I don't remember seeing his comment about anything. That's the equivalent.
Ugh. Yeah, that's the stuff that makes me do that. That exact brand and everything. Like it deactivates my swallow abilities.
It's
My tongue won't go back in my mouth. Like it just doesn't. No.
I was having no problem until 48 hours after I got sick. And now and then I got everything broke up. But the only thing that's not broke up is the stuff in my lungs that I can't get, and when I do cough it up, it's not green. So I'm like, because I'm like, do I have pneumonia? The hell is going on? And then sometimes when I talk, I can't laugh right. Mucinex does nothing for me. I have never been able to get Mucinex to do anything for me. So I don't know. And I'm thinking maybe I just need to get a rescue inhaler. I got antibiotics. I don't know. Mm. Yeah, I have one. But I have the most unproductive cough ever that now I have this pulled muscle here. I'm tired of hurting, I can tell you that. I'm falling apart. Why? Because you're away from your family? What happened to cause this?
Probably just having a rough day missing family. With them unwanted and unexpected off days.
The problem is that the congestion just won't loosen up.
You know what? You know what'll help loosen it up? Gravity. And you know how you can get gravity to loosen it up? Hang you upside down. So here we are back into the turntable thing that we've talked about many times. I mean, apparently Carlos picked one up off the side of the road. Recoiler.
Just because something works for you doesn't mean it works for everybody else. This stuff does nothing. It just kind of wets my throat, and that's it. but it doesn't break up anything. Yeah, I got a great big bag.
Before you guys
Cost
come at me, these are not
eight
feet. This is part of the
$8.
tail.
What?
I said I was telling them before they come at me for coloring the spot I'm currently coloring. That's not feet. That is feathers. It's part of the
You're
tail.
right, Reggie. That's exactly what it is. It's candy.
It did work because I started singing. Ricola.
No, Jaden. Yeah, that's all I needed. I'm not done. I'm done. I got all the trolls. I got it. We're good. Could roll back time. That'd be great. Bridget, falling asleep here, man. We'll go get some sleep. It's a song from Cher. Totally is. Let's see. I was sneezing like crazy at work. I finally told Christian, I cannot work around these customers' food. I can't quit sneezing. And I couldn't. Wouldn't quit.
Scott was having a sneeze fest off and on today to the point he goes, "What's wrong with my nose?"
But when I breathe in, I feel like something is caught or whatever. Like my bronchial tubes just want to be kind of stupid.
I say give it another day or two and you'll be hacking all of that up.
Oh, well, I don't know how. I mean,
Because when it starts working its
it's
way out,
been, huh?
it starts as a dry cough, and that's what starts dislodging stuff, and then the productive cough is the stuff actually coming out.
I've been doing this since Tuesday. And it's not getting better. It's getting worse to the point that I can't even laugh without coughing. And I'm like, what the hell? That's why I thought maybe it was pneumonia.
I don't draw these. I get them off the internet and just color them.
And I can't figure out how to fix this. Good night, John.
No.
So what are you suggesting, that I hang upside down, Tori, if it's gravity?
Yep.
Huh?
I said, yep.
Well, I would think that it has to be loose before that would do anything.
Well, hang you upside down while you're dry coughing. That'll knock it out faster.
I think Tori wants you to full decompress. What's that mean?
If you strap your ankles into that inversion table thing and flip yourself back, it decompresses
Oh, okay.
everything. Because you've spent your entire life with gravity and a mixture of gravity and weight in general, like sucking you down, like pulling you down. Well, if you flip over, it undoes all that. Undoes. That's not a word. It will undo all of that compression.
That's not a word. Are you sure?
Undoes.
Undo. Damn.
Anyway,
What?
I said anyway.
Anyway, I don't drink tea. My little cat Penny is okay, Nick. She's enjoying the attention. I don't know what words of wisdom you want to give me. All you gave me, you want me to give you, I need a hell of a lot more context than what you're giving me, or us. If you're missing your family, there's nothing, you can't do anything about that.
Oh, hold on. No, I got proof. I forgot to save this picture. I have proof that my truck has been a problem too.
Who said your truck hasn't been a problem?
Well, it's just because it keeps going and going. until it stopped doing it. It hasn't done it quite a while, but it was like clockwork doing that. That was the one that happened when I was on the phone with you.
Oh. Oh, the wheel ball joint or
That
whatever.
ball joint popped.
Yeah. It's not hot enough in this house for this damn cat. He's got to be on me.
I saw that, Vern.
I know, Vern. I was like, no, Farron.
No, this one is. Where is it? I can't be left unattended with this shit. Because I'm a little bit of a dumbass.
Because what?
Said I'm a little bit of a dumbass. You're gonna question me saying that because you didn't see what I did.
I don't know. There's nothing you can do to fix that, Alec. You miss your family. If you don't want to continue missing your family, you'll need to fix your circumstances. But there is no words of wisdom because that's an act of love.
Yeah, we think it's either just gonna like get ditched in a random ass parking lot belonging to either the question. We think it's either
Hi,
gonna get
Timmy.
ditched. Huh? Oh. We think it's either gonna be ditched in the parking lot of a sketchy, questionable hotel. I should say motel. Or some random ass empty parking lot with no building attached to it at all. Or it's going to show up in the dirt lot, aka parking lot at the yard, with everything stripped off of it. Almost like, hey, I took all your shit, but here you can have this thing back. Kind of like verifying that it was a personal happening. Or we'll just never see it again.
It's not hot enough in here, I suppose,
Vern,
for you, but not for me. It's too hot.
That's my
I'm
truck.
not pushing you aside again. I'm kicking you across the room next time. Ridiculous cat.
Excuse me. It disappeared from out. It was parked out in front of our house and just disappeared. Our cameras saw nothing, like quite literally nothing.
I think you're on the right track that they might have had one of those jammers.
Yeah, especially if we've got the cameras on two different systems attached to two different houses. Didn't see it.
So they run the VIN number to make sure it's not stolen first.
Here, by law, they can't take vehicles that scrapyards can't take vehicles without titles. A copy being made of the title to the vehicle, and copies being made of the most recent registration, even if it's expired, the most recent registration and photo ID. Yeah, it sucks because that happened. I don't have a picture I can get to. Damn. Well, never mind. I can't show you that, or else I'd have to go dig for it because I moved it into a different photo album. That happened about 2 weeks. Just a couple days past 2 weeks of our other truck getting totaled. Like, quite literally, the only reason that the truck that got stolen was even out of the backyard in the first place is because we were getting it roadworthy, so we had a second daily driver because we need it. Something for my boyfriend to drive, or me, whichever one was driving it. That way we both had a daily driver. That was his replacement daily driver because his daily driver got T-boned 2 weeks prior to this one going missing. So if it's not one thing, it's another. Yeah. Nope. If you bring a vehicle in, it doesn't matter how many pieces the vehicle is in. If you bring a vehicle in and it has a VIN number, a VIN plate attached to it, you have to have a title in your name. The only reason I know this is because my boyfriend works at one, so that's what they do. Although I'd rather have his job, his position, because he gets to get up in the loader and play with heavy equipment and like throw cars and crush cars all day. It's actually kind of fun. Kansas. We also have a pretty decently sized issue with auto theft, turning around going to scrapyards. Because the day that the truck went missing, the day that my truck got stolen, I was reading through the police department's media reports, and there was like 4 or 5 other vehicles that day on the east side of Wichita that got stolen too. At least reported. 4 or 5 others in one day. And all of those were in broad daylight. It's like, man, you're going to steal the cheapest one in the dark.
Well, it's the police department's fault because they've done nothing about it. When something goes completely unpunished, they just do it more.
I mean, Scott and Johnny were having we're talking about it. Talking about how Johnny was saying that nowadays it seems like the only way you can get an officer to respond and like actually physically show up is to tell dispatch that there were shots fired. I'm like, no. I'm thinking to myself, no. And even if an officer was going to come out for me making that report, I wouldn't want them out there because we found out the truck was missing 10, 15 minutes before we had 90-mile-an-hour winds come through. So I did not want a cop at my house. I was not going to be responsible for a cop surviving a severe storm. No, I'm good. That's too close to the same. This one. Oh, that's weird. Coloring across the black lines. You're not gonna be able to hear it, but it's like running your hand across the piano, like there's like rumble strips. It's weird. You feel it in the marker.
We live in the big city, Baron.
There's over 400,000 people in this city.
There's over 600,000 people.
They just put out that that it just hit 4.
Hey, Wichita?
Yeah.
Have you seen a sign when you enter the city? $563 is what they still say.
Then I guess I'm gonna spend the rest of my shift trying to think about where the hell I got 400,000.
No, we have, when you factor in all of the suburbs and all of that, we are almost to 1 million.
Well, they don't count.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they're the ones stealing cars coming up in the big city because, the big city ain't going to come down to them. And you know how those rich kids are that live in those burbs. You're not getting ignored, Jamie. I don't know what you want me to say. Everybody else was saying it.
You know what? If they needed a quick fix, all they had to do was be like, "Hey, can I borrow $20?" With their fingers crossed behind their back because they're not gonna pay it back. Which to me and Scott, that doesn't matter. It's like if you need something, like keep it purely on the topic of the truck. Whoever took it, it's like you start thinking about did they take it and did they take off with the truck because they need transportation to and from work, or that they've got their single parent struggling and then get the kid back and forth to whatever wherever whatever. I get it. Times are hard, but honestly, all you had to do was ask. It's not like my boyfriend doesn't have 15 damn trucks to begin with. Pretty sure he can throw one together and make it work.
99% of the time, the one's stolen or not because times are hard.
I'm just making an example, like making it make sense.
I get it. I get what you're saying, but don't get it in your mind that that's why somebody would steal. They steal because they have zero respect for themselves or other people.
I know.
But I see what you're saying. If somebody were in hard times. Now, there are people that steal from Dollar General that are in hard times. Holy shit. Have you seen all those stories?
Local ones, no. The only ones I see are from like 2+ years back because it's all the little crime stories.
Oh, I thought maybe they were local. Maybe they weren't.
Did you see that Jaden kid finally got caught?
Oh, that Chucky one?
Yeah. Wichita Newsflash Facebook group was like, suspect arrested, eyebrows still at large.
Yeah, that guy looked like he was on something.
Well, we do have a more or less like group housing / halfway house rehab facility, the Union Rescue Mission, less than a mile down the road. And just what was it? What, Mom, like maybe 2 months ago? Not even. Yeah, probably about 2 months ago. Had a group of 5 or 6 random ass people just come walking down the street and then proceeded to cross the street and rummage through every single vehicle that was not locked. I fell asleep before I could lock my truck, so they got into mine. They got into the bare bones empty Kia that was there on ramps being worked on. They tried to get into the Tahoe, but it was locked. They tried to get into the 73 Chevy sitting in the driveway, but the doors scared the shit out of that kid from the noise it made, I'm assuming. They got into the truck that got totaled. They opened that door and closed it about that fast because they saw there was nothing but an empty cup holder in there. And then they continued on.
How do you know they came from the mission?
That's just one of the theories that Scott thinking was maybe because some of them mission guys, they come walking through the neighborhood doing some weird shit, like not like scoping things out, but like we'll be walking on the sidewalk on one side of the street, and it's one guy I've seen do it 2 or 3 times. If he sees Scott like in the driveway, like he'll stay on the same side of the street and sidewalk, or vice versa. Like sees me, like he's fine with one person being there, but when he sees the other or both of us, like we either turn around and go back the way he came, or he will stop, make a 90-degree turn, cross the street, and finish on the way. He doesn't beeline it or nothing. He just and it's not like mental behavior that is being acted out. This is more like I'm doing a shitty job at trying to look normal.
I'm gonna have to remember to do that. Beat the hell out of somebody with a damn mop. Almost 40 likes. Oh darn! I didn't even pay
Wow,
attention.
me neither.
Helen, I thought YouTube was on the. Are you coloring? Yeah. But I don't know how to fix the phone. And I messed up his ears. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, yeah, I don't know how to fix the phone. Hell out of him. That's funny. Yeah, I need to finish it, but I just can't breathe. Bent down like that, it's like I'm cutting off my airway. That's funny. I had to beat somebody with a mop just for the friggin' hell of it. Have a good night. Get some rest. I'm afraid to take a breath in too deep, make me cough. I'm tired of the coughing. Does COPD come up just suddenly? I don't think it does. Get what delivered for $200? She's not going to see your comment until she stops doing whatever she's doing.
Try to fix the internet.
Good night. Get some rest. It's free.
He probably ended up with buying stuff.
What did they have to buy?
I don't know.
I never saw anything you had to buy. Monday Mandala? No, you don't have to order anything. Good night, Alec. Get some rest.
Night, night. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Whatever. Click the wrong button.
I'm gonna close this up. I think I'm gonna do a stand-in hot shower. Maybe that'll loosen it up.
Baby, you have any Vicks or anything?
Any what?
Any Vicks?
Yeah, I've been putting it on. Oh, I thought you were saying you were going to sleep. Sorry. There's so many. I'm like, good night, good night, good night, good night. Monday, but Mandela is what we sent you to, and we haven't paid 1 penny. And we've got.
Let's see.
Hello, Swifty. Not me. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know what that means. I don't know some of that slang these people have anymore. Did you find anything he had to buy? He or she?
I'm
Oh,
looking.
don't blame Tori.
I don't see nothing.
I don't know what you ordered, Chicago, but you just got played.
Cancel it.
I don't know.
Cancel.
Monday, Mandela.com.
Wait a minute. Okay. I forgot this was the main page. That's what it is, though.
Yeah, we never paid a penny.
And I have a lot of them. I have some from other sites too, but I don't remember what they are. That's full of color pages.
Yeah. None of your business.
Better be full of flavor. Anyway, okay. Sidetracked. You said you were gonna go and steam yourself.
Yeah, I
Steam your
think I'm just gonna
fantasies
go
today.
in there and get a steam. I don't know. Should I put some Vicks on before I do that?
Well, I was trying to. I don't know how I was gonna suggest / recommend you get the Vicks incorporated with the steam, but that
I
was
don't know how
where I
to
was
do that
going
because
with
this
that.
is that ointment.
I don't know, like shove it up in your nostrils, all over your lip, and sit in the steam.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here and try and figure it out.
You do that.
If I have that much trouble right there, where that just feels like something is stuck,
Yeah.
I'll never be able to get some sleep. So maybe I can get it opened up.
Holy temperature difference. I got goosebumps. You can't see them. Standing in the doorway. It's warm
Moods
and
B.
humid out there.
Moods B is where I ordered. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, Alex, she ain't been feeling good all week, so she's gonna go steam her nasal passages.
No, I feel like I have something stuck in my chest.
Oh, I thought it was your.
No, that sinus medicine kind of broke that up.
Oh,
No, this is the name. She showed it to you. MondayMandela.com. That's where we get the coloring page, and it's all free.
now there are some
Printable.
of them. There are some of them that are copied. They're photocopies of the hard copy out of a coloring book, but
I need to go get this figured out. It just feels like it's stuck.
don't go for it.
It's driving me up a wall.
All right,
So
guys,
anyway,
she's gonna go off and moisturize her internal organs. So we'll be back tomorrow night, later tonight, tomorrow night, whatever. It's not tomorrow till the sun comes up. We'll be back tomorrow night, and actually probably color this time.
I colored. I just can't do it this. I'm gonna have to fix the thing. So, but we'll see y'all later.
All right, peace.
Peace.